what's really going on. Folks be lying. Let me tell y'all what I'm talking about and everything. Hey to everybody, y'all know who I am already. And if you already have or not, please subscribe. Click the notification button if you haven't. What's going on in the news with Equifax? Says Equifax that they released so many Americans' information, their social security numbers and stuff like that accidentally, and I'm like wondering what is really going on. A lot of false flags lately. Haven't y'all noticed that? First it was Hurricane Harvey. It was supposed to be really bad, really bad. Well, some people who experienced it, yes, it was really bad, you know. Then comes along hurricane, what that next hurricane was, hurricane, I think Jose. Am I right, y'all? Well, I mean Irma. Irma came next, and oh, the fear swept the land. It's gonna be a monstrous storm. The storm of the century. It's going to span 400 miles and just about eat the whole entire state of Florida. But brace yourselves, because right after that, you can expect Jose and Maria to come right after it. And people began to panic. People were very frightened. We need to keep them that way. Wonder why they want us to continuously be wrapped up in fear and uncertainty. I want y'all to do some thinking, okay, for the weekend. This weekend, I need y'all to do a lot of thinking. What's really going on? Put your thinking caps on. I don't expect for you all to figure it out already. I want you to carefully analyze this. Put some, if you'd like to, you can put some comments down there in the comment section and tell me what you think. It's been a lot of fear tactics for the end of August and September of 2017. One minute North Korea is threatening to nuke us anytime, and people are dreading that. And oh, oh, we got hurricanes coming, and people fearing that. And now our credits are going to be fucked up. People are going to be buying yachts and boats and cars and houses and taking out loans and stuff, something else to cause a panic, because people were let down, because a lot of what they said was going to happen didn't necessarily happen. So now we got Equifax. What's y'all take on that? What are they planning on doing? I heard a lot of different theories. Oh, with Equifax, it's because, They want us to take out some type of life lock or lock our credit up and everything. So, you know, won't nobody go into it, and, you know, I guess so that they can offer some you know, remedies for this situation. Is it really true? Is it all by design? Do they have tricks up their sleeves? You know, what is it that they want to sell us, and why do they want us to fear this? And I mean, you know, once again, what is it that they're not telling us? I'm sure my witches can analyze it. Y'all can figure it out. Y'all want to leave something in the comment section? It's really been crazy. You know, now think about the panic that will cause for a lot of people out there, you know. A lot of people fearing that what they worked very hard for is going to just crash and crumble, and they won't be able to borrow from their credit. I mean, and then that makes you think, is this what they really want? Is this sort of going to be like a stock market crash? Beginning with Equifax. The reason to, you know, get the banks to rumbling on us, to help with the failure of the dollar. I mean, that's the best way I can explain it. It may be somebody else that can explain it better than me, but it looks like they finna pull a whammy on us. Y'all think y'all can tell mama what's really going on? I was going to be silly. I was going to say, well, I guess they're going to take a loan out in everybody's name and have us paying for it or something. But it's something strange going on with them every time I turn around. They've been using all kind of fear tactics. I did feel like sometimes when it's going to be an event, I can feel like I felt that buzz right here behind my neck today, like a buzz in here. And then my back will go to itching right in that spot. So they fixing to get ready to do something else, y'all. I can already feel it. Oh, it's just the reason now, I think, something I'm just talking about, a lot of things, a lot of possibilities to holler, oh, cyber attacks. Let's shut this shit down. Yo, get ready. They're going to pull out all the stops. Now, I'm done with that. If you all want to comment on that and give me your take on it, because I definitely smell a rat. Let's put it like that. I smell a rat. And I don't have a rat on my trap, okay? Matter of fact, we did have a rat in here a couple of times. We sure did have a little, well, it was a mice that visited and everything in this house. This is an old house and everything. We guys, right there in the washroom, there's some areas where they can get in and stuff like that. So, but I don't have a rat on the trap, but I can smell a rat from miles and miles and miles away. Okay, I want y'all to keep y'all thoughts processing around here. Okay, because they're getting ready to do something. What I really wanted to talk to you all about is something that is very important, and I hope that the spirits will bless me with the ability to express what I'm going to talk about. And even though it may not be very important for some, it may be very important for others on their ascension journey. Because some people, you have finally come to this place, the place of ascension. And your spirituality is more important to you than ever, because I'm getting text messages, people saying, you know, I just really want to know, you know, where I should be and what I should be doing. You know, this is new to them, and they're like, you know, I need some guidance, I need some help, you know. What should I be doing at this point? Because I am not sure. as to what to do. And for one thing, I think you are definitely on the right road. To all of you all, you are exploring, you are searching, and you're not leaving any stone unturned. So that's the first process. And I couldn't say anymore. That's what you should be doing. You know, you should be connecting with people and networking and using this powerful tool called social media, using it very wisely. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this bull crap, you know, it's not even worth even paying any attention to, because it's a distraction, a deliberate distraction. Like I was reading some comments where people were saying that they're noticing that a lot of channels that are similar to my channel, they are being unsubscribed from them, or they can't find them. You know, they see a lot of that going on, and in their related, the related videos offered to them, it's definitely not anything they're interested in. So, you know, you would think that if you are going to a channel that is about apples and oranges and fruits and stuff like that, and veggies and stuff, you know, you're related. Videos will reflect something of that nature, but you're not getting that. All you watch is fruits and vegetables and healthy eating, I guess, or whatever, but you're getting videos on how to twerk. You know what I'm saying? How to twerk and how to do hair and how to put in quick weaves and things of that nature, because that's sort of kind of like what is going on here. I'm getting videos about how to relax hair, or how to do a certain type of makeup, or something of that nature. And, you know, clearly I'm not interested in that, but the related videos will be about that, you know, something way out in left field. But it's a distraction, and I want you all to know that that is exactly what it is, to derail you. So stay focused. But I can say this right here. You know, like when you ask that question, you know, where should I start? What should I be doing? I know this might sound like it is just totally irrelevant, but I need to say this right here. You don't want to be no sellout, okay? You don't want to be no sellout. Because a lot of people, as they, you know, go further into their spirituality, you will discover new gifts. Maybe the gift of sight, seeing, discernment. You may find your niche. You may be reading crystal balls. Some psychics read crystal balls. Some spiritualists read crystal balls, because a lot of people who are seeking the ascension are on the road of ascension. You know, you're discovering your sixth sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, your third eye is wide open, and there are infinite possibilities out there, and you're going to once again find out that you have gifts that you didn't know about, because in school they don't nurture, you know, ESP or psychic abilities or the sixth senses. They don't nurture that. And when you're in your ascension process, you know what I'm saying, all of that comes with this. So researching and reading and networking and becoming parts of groups and stuff on Facebook, and these are wonderful places to get started. Once again, like I say, in that moment, you will, most all of you all who are on this road are going to find out that you do have these gifts, as I said. But I want to offer you some advice, because the Spirit shared this with me, and it's something I definitely want to talk to you all about. Under no circumstances will you use your gifts to sell out. Under no circumstances are you to use your gifts to sell out. Okay? I look at people, a lot of people, the word is used so loosely, and it's just so common just to hear people say, you know, oh, you're selling out. Oh, they're selling out. You know, you hear it so much until you just really take the word lightly. And it's much more in depth than that. Listen, when you look at the people who have actually used their talents, you know what I'm saying? And when I say used their talents, I definitely mean they have used them. Meaning that they did not cherish them or respect their gifts. And y'all already know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about some of the people, some of the prime examples of who these people are, like, you know, your Elvis Presleys, and these were some very talented people, and your Janis Joplins, and y'all already know your Tupacs and your Whitney Houstons and Michael Jacksons. Most of these people in the music industries, you know, I would say that they use their gifts. They actually used them, meaning that they neglected their gifts or abused the spirits, so to speak. Because I know that what we have as gifts are loaned to us by spirits. They're not necessarily of us. There are spirits. You might be one who can play football, and man, I'm telling you, you can run down that field and score a touchdown, just, you know what I'm saying? Or you may be a baseball player and you can just hit home runs, and you're gifted and you're talented. And you go to signing contracts. Yeah. What they say, you're signing contracts with the devil. You understand? You know, I know y'all look at a lot of the videos that I do, and I say, hey, I signed a contract with the devil. It ain't necessarily working out like that. I'm going to explain to you all more in depth about deals and contracts with certain entities in a little bit. But when they say, you know, they signed that contract with that devil, they're more or less, the devil is more or less the industries, you understand, the corporations. That's who they're speaking in reference to when you got your great entertainers that have amazing talents, okay, to sign a contract with these particular entities. They are still entities. So you have no respect for your gift. You're not using it wisely. You're not handling it properly. You're not feeding the spirits. You're not honoring the spirits. Now, because I'm just going to be honest, if you look at these people, a lot of people might say, you don't know what they was doing. They probably was doing it. Look, let me tell you something. Once you feed yourself out to minions like that, it's going to take a lot of sacrificing, okay, to feed your spirits. That's why I say, the worst thing you can do on your journey during your ascension process is to discover you have a gift and you decide to be a sellout. Because you got these gifts, okay? And once again, I say you have to use them wisely, okay? It's important that you're using these gifts to further your spiritual journey, okay? What you doing with them over here may adversely affect you for what you're supposed to be doing over there. Do you know that? I'm back. I had somebody in the background just going away with it, just going away. It can greatly adversely affect you. Did you know that? Okay, so in my particular situation, okay, and as I advise you in your situation, if, say for instance, your gifts is you just have this amazing ability to read ruins, okay, or read bones, or quarry shells, or you a great oracle and people are seeking after you from all over the land. You might be a painter. You may paint pictures to, you know, actually show your gifts off, or you may make clothes or shoes or whatever you do, and you use it spiritually or whatever. You need to know that they are not yours, okay? Those gifts are not yours, okay? Once again, you are borrowing these gifts. You're using these momentarily to serve, it's true, humanity. I know y'all gonna say, I don't agree with you, mama. That ain't what they for. I don't believe that. But honestly, it is. They're actually to serve humanity. And when I say serve humanity, it gets tricky trying to explain that to you all. Meaning that they are not to be used. You understand what I'm saying? By a corporation. You know what I'm saying? That entity. You understand? To exploit people. To exploit people out of money. It's the truth. You're not to use them to get millions of dollars. That's not what they are supposed to be used for. And if you do use them in that aspect, you're going to pay. I'm not necessarily talking about you going to pay as far as, you know, with the corporations, the music industries, or whoever. I'm not talking about with them. You know, we already know that, you know, people say, oh, she signed a contract with the devil, which is the entity. And guess what? She's in trouble now. The contract is up and they're going to kill her, murder her, whatever. You know, her time is up and everything. I'm not necessarily just talking about that type of problem we have. I'm talking about the problem you got in the afterlife. Okay? I will never be a sellout. Okay? And I will never exploit my gift. Well, I know what you're saying. Mama, you won't never have to worry about it because ain't nobody gonna want you to, ain't none of these corporations or industries gonna ask you to sign no contracts or deals to do anything anyways. They ain't gonna want you to do no movies. They're not gonna want you to do anything. They don't have any interest in you. But regardless if they were or they didn't, I couldn't do it. Because I know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay? And I wouldn't do it for the world. Okay? Because I saw some serious consequences with some folks that crossed over to the other side and they regretted selling out. When you sell out, you're actually selling your soul. And I'm not talking about to the industries. I'm talking about on the other side. Now that you have expended your soul energy, it leaves you on the other side with such a deficit that not only you don't have the option of reincarnating to get this shit right, you don't even have the option of even having an afterlife. It sucks. That's the best way that I can describe it. Okay? Because there are beings that, you ever see these beings, You're like, what is that? I seen a black shadow, and it's the blackest of the blackest of the blackest void. Those are beings that have no more soul energy. And they have their own realm of no light. So they come here, you understand? They come here to use whatever the light they possibly can, so that they can keep whatever that area is going over there. That's why I say if you do some bad deeds over here, more than likely you'll go into the shadowy realm, and you don't want to be over there. The people who have exhausted all of their soul energy, or the people who don't have soul energy, will go to those shadowy places. And those shadowy places, like I say, they serve death. That's what they do. That's what they serve. They serve death. Okay? That ain't no place you want to be making no deals with. Okay? They more or less come here to feed off of fear energy, depression, and suicide, and homicide, murder, darkness, drugs. That's what that realm needs. So if you get yourself, messed up with, that's why you have a lot of people who go into that industry that become like heroin addicts and shit. Signing them badass deals and shit. That's what happens. So that's why I say, and it may happen for some of you all. It may be somebody who's listening to me that you're in the ascension, you're in this ascension process, or you're on your way there, and you got this, like I said, you got this gift you ain't ever met, haven't ever been in that place before. And when you discover it, it may be just really, really good, and you may just have a whole lot of papers in your face, people wanting you to, they want you to be a part of their team, and you signing papers and shit, and they paying you and shit, and you taking the money and everything, and you're going into a place of nothing but pure darkness. It's somebody out there listening to me. You know who you are. You signing some badass deals, man. You are actually you're in a place of darkness, and sometimes you're contemplating suicide, or you just contemplate sometimes just ending it all, and the laughter and the happiness is nothing but a facade, and people don't even know that you got some of these addictions and shit. They don't know that you are popping pills and stuff like that, and that you go in some of these places that you wouldn't want your children to be going into. Because you gotta go there. You gotta go into these places. You know what I'm saying? Because these spirits, these demons that are propelling you, are demanding you to go there, because in the end they seek to consume all of your energy. Because that's what they do. Demons of darkness. Somebody was talking to me, and I'm going to end that. So that's why I say, with your gifts and stuff like that, please do not become sellouts, okay? Don't exploit situations and stuff like that. Use your talents wisely. That might not have came out right, because I couldn't explain it, y'all. If y'all want to go deeper into that subject matter, feel free to take this and go a little further. Because once again, like I said, and I can't stress this enough, on this great movement, witches, okay, or spiritualist, or priestess or priest, on this great movement, we are to use and not use. I'm getting myself in trouble. Using things get you in trouble. We are to utilize, okay, these gifts to actually, you know what I'm saying, be a beacon to others who are and who will be going in this direction, because we're going to be this great change. This is a wonderful, great change. I think this change is greater than a change in the late 60s and the 70s. You know, when they talked about the age of Aquarius, and it was like, oh, it was just like this great, wonderful place we were in, the dawning of the Aquarius. You know, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. You know, I do believe at this point we are in the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, this experience is going to be far more greater than that experience they were having in the 60s and 70s. This is going to be, man, this is going to definitely be a blast as we welcome in our second, some people call it sun, whatever that body is out there, you know. And it's here. It's here. And so let's utilize our let's utilize these gifts to help lead others, okay, on the road to ascension. Let's do that with it. Not necessarily sell out with it. You know, I don't like that. I don't want you to, you know, give me a deal and tell me basically that I have to use it to entertain people. I don't want to. I don't want to entertain people. I don't want people laughing at me like I'm a buffoon. It just made me think about Whoopi Goldberg when she was in the movie For Colored Girls. I think that was that. I think that was the name of the movie, For Colored Girls, by who did that movie? I can't even. I just call him Madea because I can't even think of his name. Madea did that movie. That's the only I can't call. Oh, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. They showed Whoopi as a spiritual person, but in the movie, it was they used her to do some cooning, and never would my gift be abused like that. I didn't like that at all. She was overly religious and overly superstitious, and had this mad hatred for herself and everything. That's not spirituality. That's not what we do. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was mocking the spiritualists, especially the dark spiritualists with the nappy hair. So, we can't do that. We need to let them know we're serious. You know what I'm saying? And not only are we serious, we will not be derailed and we will not be moved. Get your lanterns out. If you don't have your lanterns, I want every last one of you under the sound of my voice to go to Amazon and purchase your lanterns. Okay? You're going to need it in the up and coming days as they continue these fear tactics and stuff. And I'm going on into the second video. Yes, I am.